Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This is Secret Squirrel Games. I am your host, Secret Squirrel. Always good to have you. I am back here at 3 p.m. right now. It is 3 p.m. right now, Eastern Time in the United States, which is -4 UTC. This is one of my regularly scheduled times to stream Crossout. So that's what we're here to do. I regularly scheduled my Crossout streams. They are at noon Eastern Time in the United States on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and at 3 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States on Thursdays and Fridays. So that's what we're here to do. We're going to knock out our daily challenges, make some progress towards some weekly challenges. I don't think we're going to finish a weekly challenge, but let me look and see. You know what? We probably will. We're probably going to finish this copper here. We'll finish that, make some more progress toward electronics. We're going to make some progress toward the 6 battles and easy raids here. We'll be making progress at the same time automatically toward this one of completing, or these two of completing a certain number of daily challenges as we do our daily challenges. And we're also going to, of course, do our daily challenges, and to include this replay of this mission up here, just because it does reward pretty good reputation, which will help us advance the skills of our currently selected co-driver, who is not maxed out right now. Now, you see 5 daily challenges on here. There's an actuality, there are 9 of them. That's because all of them, other than this one here, have a follow-on mission. So this one, this one, this one, and this one here all have a follow-on after you complete these 4. But craft any part on any workbench, we can knock that out right now. Let's just get that one out of the way so that we know what we're talking about. Let's go with just go with one of these, I guess. Why not? Sure. I'm sure we'll use it at some point. Nevertheless, we're back to challenges. Now, like I said, all 4 of these have follow-on missions. So in actuality, while you see 4, there's actually 8. So win 2 battles and missions, and win 2 battles and missions or raids using a cannon, turret cannon, or plasma gun. Those get followed on by challenges that say win 3 battles and missions and win 3 battles and missions using blah 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 blah. And instead of 20 scrap, the follow-on missions give 55 scrap each. Additionally, this win in 1 raid for 20 scrap becomes win in 2 raids for 55 more scrap. So in other words, a total of 3 raids. In other words, a total of 5 missions, as long as you're using a cannon, or turret cannon or plasma gun. That's what it'll take to accomplish all of those. This complete 3 daily challenges, which you see we've already progressed 1 toward the 3 by crafting an item on the workbench. Complete 3 daily challenges for 15 scrap is going to become complete 4 daily challenges, and I think it's 100 scrap or something like that. I don't recall exactly off the top of my head, but we'll see in just a minute. Anyway, so what we need to do is just equip a cannon, turret cannon, or plasma gun, and we'll knock out this one and this one at the same time. This 2 battles and missions, 2 battles and missions or raids using cannon, turret cannon, or plasma gun. And then once we complete those 9, we've already completed 1, like I said. It's already added it to these 2 totals. Once we complete the remaining 8, those will be added on here. We'll be sitting at 30 of 40, and well, this one will be done, and just 2 more anyway. And then once we're done with the missions, the 5 missions first, we're going to move on to the raid part. And that's going to be, like I said, a grand total of 3 raids. Those 3 raids are going to be one of them as a hard raid with copper as the reward in order to cap off this challenge and finish it off and get those 500 engineer badges. The other 2 are going to be hard raids with electronics as the reward, so that we progress toward these 500 engineer badges. And then each of those hard raids is going to cost 60 fuel, of which we have 200 in our tank. 200 is given to us free each day, basically, because I usually leave the day sitting at 0, and it caps off the tank at the beginning of each day. So that'll be a total of 3 hard raids with 60 fuel cost each, meaning 180 fuel, leaving us 20 fuel. Then we'll follow up with an easy raid, because the easy raids cost 20 fuel. That'll bring us down to 0 with the fuel, and that'll progress us toward that weekly challenge as well. And how are you doing, Foxy? Welcome to the stream. Always good to have you. And yes, I hit 200. Hit 200, right? I will have a cold one. However, today my cold one is Zephyr Hills bottled water from Florida. Yep. 100% natural Florida spring water. So that's going to be my cold one today. I had my Diet Dr. Pepper with my lunch. And since today is a later stream, you know, water it is. But yes, I do appreciate the cheers, and thank you for the congratulatory cheers, I should say. The congratulatory statement there as well. Now, I expect that followers are going to come and go. That happens. It fluctuates. You know, some people, you know, unfollow channels as well. They just don't want to be... that happens more often, I would say, with people who don't realize that you can click off notifications because they just get sick of getting the emails, you know, that so-and-so is going live, so-and-so is going live. You know, sometimes they're like, I haven't really watched that dude in a long time, so they just go and they unfollow instead. Well, you didn't really have to unfollow. You could have just clicked off the notifications, you know. It doesn't really cost you anything to follow. You could follow 1,000 channels if you want and click off the notifications on all of them. But still, it's, I mean, yes, it is nice. That is a little bit of a milestone. You know, I had not been to 200 before, though, like I said, I do expect that the number fluctuates, comes and goes. I've seen statistics on people's followers and viewers and things like that. And I've seen, you know, I've seen people like the big name followers and stuff, or the big name streamers. I've seen it say things like during certain games they lose 1,000 followers, and it doesn't even affect them. It doesn't even matter to them because they have hundreds of thousands of followers or something like that. So, you know, different people have different tastes, I guess, and if they don't like a game, people will unfollow. You know, if they're, I don't know. You know, everybody's got their thing. But nevertheless, I'm going to knock out my daily challenges. You're not in the game, are you, Foxy? You are not appearing in the game. I know Core and Welly and Heavily and stuff or whatever, a bunch of them are over there doing the clan war thing. At least Core and Welly, I know that, are doing the Leviathan clan war stuff. But, yeah, I mean, I got to the point where I had to go through and oh, really? I got to the point where I had to go through and turn off notifications on some of my a few of the people that I was following, and I'm not even following a lot of people. I'm still pretty new to Twitch overall, so it's not like I have a ton of people that I follow or anything like that. But I've got a few, and I had to turn off notifications just because I got sick of getting the emails, even, you know, and that's just from, I don't know, less than a dozen people. You know, it's just that they were prolifically streaming, and as a result, that means every day I log in and I see all these emails about so-and-so's streaming, so-and-so's streaming, so-and-so's streaming. I'm like, okay, delete. All those were from yesterday or last night or whatever, and so I got to the point I even had to do that as well. I guess, do I have something on my shirt? It looks like I got something on my shirt. Oh yeah, I got something on my shirt. What's going on here? What is going on there? Yeah, it's probably from the detergent or something like that. And a little bit of a white mark there or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, let's get to it, right? Let's do today's cannons. So I'm gonna bang, bang, and boom, free up those 6 energy points, take away the horn, take away the exhaustifications, pop this. You just played more during the event because you, why is it there? There. Because you wanted the rewards, I assume? That's what I would assume. goodness. Get in there. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I get it in the sense that, oh, monthly premium, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I definitely get more involved during the season as well, you know, just because you want to maximize value, especially on one where they give you rewards for the season even beyond level 75, you know? Like when it was other ones in the past, other seasons in the past where it just went to 75 and then the rewards just stopped. I was like, yeah, well, I'm not as excited anymore. You know, once I got to 75, there was no rush to get in there and, you know, get at it. But, yeah, once your season is over, you know, once your work season slows down, yeah, I could see that. Everybody's got to adapt to their situation, you know. Just like any game, you know, people. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it can be our hobby, it can be our interest, it can be something we really love to do. But at the end of the day, it's a video game. So, you know, life gets in the way. You know, you have other things, other priorities that are going to take you away from it, that are going to occupy your time. It's going to happen. You know, there's no getting around it. And don't get me wrong, it's fun and it's great to have a community and have people we can chat with and have discussions with on various things and enjoy some cool moments and everything together in the video game, you know, and stuff we can reference and laugh about later on and all that kind of stuff. That's all great. But it's still a video game. You know, it's not real life. Ha ha ha. Ah. I guess I'll just sit the rest of this one out. Because I doubt anybody's going to come help me out. Not in a short battle like this. Well, maybe one guy, but it won't matter. He's going to be enemies gone by the time I got up. Yeah. These battles don't take very long, so as we all know. Yeah, it was funny. Were you on... I know you were on... Were you on yesterday or the day before, or both? I don't remember. I think you were on yesterday, right? When I was talking with Cheeseburgers Bro about... You know, about folks who don't... You know, who just come in and just would play and not even know what the hell was going on with the rest of the game and stuff like that. And he was laughing about how he was that guy, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, a lot of people are. Most people... I think start that way, so, and then you start to kind of venture out from the basic PvP and start. Oh, okay, but yeah, and then you start to venture out from the basic PvP and start to learn more about the other things that the game has to offer, the crafting and the factions and the, you know, the challenges and the raids and all the different rewards and stuff like that. And then when you get into things like seasons and premium and all this kind of stuff or whatever, and that's all stuff that is, you know, not everybody, you know, picks up on right away or gets involved in right away, that's for sure.
Surprisingly precise shot.
Ah, you guys got in the way. Nope. I'm not going to get to him. He's around here. Correction. I will get to him. Just got a hit on him. That's all, but still. Alrighty. Not much on that, but whatever. Alright, so if we look at it, like I said, I accomplished those 2. It finished off the complete 3, becomes complete 4. The 2 become complete win 3, win 3. Yeah, so it was 100 scrap, like I said. Yep. We completed that one weekly challenge that had the decoration box, which I'm not using the constructor's container. I'm still not sure why they're even giving those away anymore. God knows I have a billion of those things. I stopped looking a long time ago. I have 32 builders containers, 54 constructors containers. What am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that stuff? What's the point? It's all just junk anyway. Yeah, but you can't. You can only build in like the very small portion of your base, you know, of your test track. But I mean, unless they change something, I did it when they first came out with that stuff, and unless they change something, you only have that like on the regular track, on the regular test track, you only have that main strip where your target practice area is to build, and that's it. Well, that's not. Yeah, the flat. It's not. There's not that much room. You know, you can only put so many things there. So, and then it gets overcrowded, and then you're like, okay, well, what's the point of all this again? I mean, unless you're a streamer, that's an area also that nobody else even sees. So, it's not like, you know, other people can go and ride around on your test track or anything the way you set it up. I mean, if it would be different if you could at least share your test track with people. Like, make it public or something like that so that people could cut. I'm not saying they would drive on your test track, like, with you necessarily. That's fine. That'd be cool if they could do that too or whatever. But even if you can't, what, you can make your test track public for other people to see? Your test track goes on exhibition too? I didn't even notice that. Okay, I didn't even notice you could do that. Alright, well, I mean, that's nice, I guess. Level 12 Bulldog. Alright. Oh, the range here? I see what you're saying. Yeah, but that's your garage, right? That doesn't go onto your test track, does it? Oh, okay. Alright, well then I take all that part back. But even so, it's still, it's just your test track. You know? I mean, I still stand by my words about that part. About the fact that ultimately it's just a test track. You know, they give you all this stuff to mess with, and it's like, you really don't have a ton of... Right. That's what, I mean, it's just make you feel good about yourself? I don't know. Oh, man. What the hell? I missed that. Damn it. Ah. That's why I was never into that particular season that much, when it was all test track stuff and decor, you know, a ton of that stuff was, and I'm like, okay. I guess there's one more I still got to do. I lost count. I wasn't sure if I'd done 5 or just 4, and I had only done 4, so got one more to do. The only BP I never bought. Battle Pass, yeah. The season stuff, yeah. I didn't get the first one because I must have been deployed or something at the time. I don't know. I must have been somewhere, or just not playing Crossout that much at the time or something. But I got the 3 since then. I just wasn't impressed. I was least impressed with that one though, with the one with the decor. I like the one before it, and I like this last one that we just had. They were good value, very good value. This last one, especially with all the coins that it gave you. Unfortunately, we're seeing the effects of all that on the market right now. But saw that coming, talked about it early on, said, yeah, this is going to be a problem. It's gonna cause a lot of inflation. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, the parts, you know, obviously always bonus. The money though, the coinage was really good. Really, really good. Really, really good money. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all we can hope is that the market will start to kind of balance back out a little bit. But then again, it may never. And you got to look at what's happened on the consoles and the prices that are on the consoles, too. They $6K for a retcher, and that's pretty standard. You know,
That was fast.
you get into that, and it's going to be like... Yeah. Oh yeah, that's disgusting. 55 to 70K. That's disgusting. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That hurts a game. That's not good for a game. There are some who would say, "Oh, well, that just makes people want to do more to get those." The problem with that is it makes a very small percentage of people want to do more to get those. It makes a lot of other people frustrated to the point that they go, "Screw that, not doing it." And if I can't do that, if I can't accomplish that in a reasonable manner, then it's not even going to play the game. Doesn't matter. It's not like unless they bought a bunch of stuff like battle passes and put money into the game and all this stuff to buy all these packs and all this stuff anyway, they're not even invested. It's a free game. So they're like, if I'm not invested, I can easily walk away the moment it gets too frustrating or the BS gets too much. You know, the moment they go, screw it, I don't need to put myself through that. Not worth it. And that's the problem. While I love the fact that it's a free game and that it's a very polished free game, ultimately speaking, in comparison to a lot of other free games, definitely. While I love that, you know, I think that there's still opportunity for them to expand the audience and get people to buy in, but they need to not just cater to the high-end player. They need to really give a lot of incentive to the low-end player to play. More, you know, I don't know, I guess more content at least. If they're not going to get goods, if they're not going to get material like weapons and things like that at low end, which you kind of don't want to do because you don't want to throw off the balancing issue too much. But if you're not going to give that stuff away too low end and you want them to strive to get to high end, you got to keep them involved though while they're low end, which means give them content at least so that they can play the content as they're developing and getting bigger and getting higher power score access, and then they can play the materials, the goods, the products, the weapons, the stuff once they get to higher end. They're less concerned about content at higher end than it's big flashy battles. But at lower end, they need content to keep them involved, you know? I mean, that's my viewpoint on it. I think ultimately that's what you end up having to do in any kind of a game model like this, is you've got to keep the noobs and the relatively inexperienced players involved and interested to get them to the next levels of play. But you don't want to throw it off. You don't want to throw off the balance of the reward system by giving them too much rewards as their incentive. You just want to give them something to do, something that'll interest them in order to keep them advancing and interested in advancing, so that once they get to the high end, then you can give them the rewards for having accomplished that and everything. Make that the long-term goal, sure, but don't make it seem so difficult or boring or repetitive or whatever to get there. Give them the content instead. That's the reward in and itself for lower-end play, or even medium, mid-range play, I think. But what do I know? I don't know anything. The hell am I? I'm sitting here playing a game. I'm not designing them, so I can't say. I can only say from the consumer standpoint. I can't say, from the business standpoint, whether that actually works or not. But I would think that it does. It would seem like, to me, that would be the better draw. Get me interested in the game. Let me play the game and have cool things that keep me interested in the game at the lower levels, and then when I see the cool bigger battles and things like that, I go, hey, you know what, I want to get there, and at least I have cool stuff to do in order to get there, or while I'm getting there, and then that way I'm enjoying it, I stay involved, I get invested in the game and all this stuff or whatever. If I want to throw some money at the game to accelerate the process, then so be it. But at least I have a means of getting there, and then that like you said, that expands the audience, that keeps players playing, that keeps the matches moving, that makes it where queue wait times and stuff are minimized. People enjoy the battles more. They have more enemy options. You have bigger clans doing more things, all kinds of stuff like that. It all adds up. Yeah, and then you get better word of mouth and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Ah.
The enemy's destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, you could always get lucky and just get one of those, you know, hit the market at the right time when any specific commodity is being priced that way. Right, absolutely. It's always that way, though. That's all any market play is gambling. You're lagging. That sucks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, cool, we're done.
Now that's what I like. Well done.
Sorry, man. Sorry you're lagging so bad. That sucks. Welcome to the stream, by the way, anybody else who's new. I am Secret Squirrel. This is Secret Squirrel Games, as the logo right there indicates. Thanks for tuning in. I know, it still sucks. I know it's not my fault. I didn't do it. I didn't say, alright, let me hit the button here that makes Foxy lag. You know, but nevertheless, still, it sucks. Dawn's Children in the Crater for Frontier Defense. Okay. Getting some electronics. Let's do it. I missed that last free premium that they did. A lag bottom? I think you mean a button. I was like, why you gotta say a lag bottom? There's a slight difference. There is a slight difference between a button on my keyboard and my ass.